If you're over 60 and taking supplements to protect your health, this message is for you. Because while many seniors rely on daily pills to boost energy or reduce pain, few realize that some of the most popular ones may actually be damaging their heart. Yes, even the ones labeled natural or doctor-recommended. Imagine doing everything right, eating well, walking every morning, and taking your vitamins, only to discover that one of them is silently making your arteries stiffer, your pressure higher, or even increasing your risk of a heart attack. It sounds alarming, but it's far more common than you think. Recent findings from cardiologists and clinical researchers show a surprising truth. Certain over-the-counter supplements, especially when taken without personalized guidance, can trigger dangerous imbalances in your cardiovascular system. And the worst part? These side effects often go unnoticed until it's too late. But today, we're going to fix that. In this video, you'll discover 5 popular supplements that may be silently harming your heart, and what safer, smarter alternatives you can use instead. Your heart deserves clarity, and that's exactly what we're giving you now. One of the most common supplements among seniors is calcium, especially for those concerned about bone health and osteoporosis. However, recent studies have raised serious concerns about its effect on the heart. When calcium is taken in high doses, especially in isolated supplement form, it can accumulate in the arteries instead of the bones, leading to arterial calcification. This buildup can make your arteries stiffer, raising blood pressure and increasing the risk of heart disease and stroke. Instead of helping your body stay strong, the wrong form of calcium might be silently blocking your blood flow. Doctors now recommend getting calcium primarily through food sources like leafy greens, sardines, or dairy, where it's absorbed more safely. For seniors who still want to supplement, the advice is clear. Keep the dosage under 500 ml per intake, and always pair it with magnesium and vitamin K2. These help direct calcium to your bones instead of your arteries. And timing matters. Take it with meals for better absorption and safety. Take Margaret, a 72-year-old from Ohio. She was taking 200 ml of calcium daily on top of her meals. Her doctor noticed her blood pressure creeping up and ordered a scan, revealing calcium deposits in her arteries. After switching to food-based sources and adjusting her dosage, her blood pressure normalized within months. It's a subtle shift, but it can protect your most vital organ. Calcium isn't the enemy, but the way it's used makes all the difference. Many people never connect their heart problems to their bone supplements until it's too late. Fish oil supplements have long been associated with heart health, especially for their anti-inflammatory effects and cholesterol support. But for seniors, the story isn't so straightforward. New evidence shows that high doses of omega-3s, particularly when taken as pills, can increase the risk of heart rhythm disorders. What seems like a protective habit may, in excess, become a hidden danger. One of the most concerning links is between high-dose fish oil and atrial fibrillation, a condition where the heart beats irregularly. This isn't just uncomfortable, it raises the chance of stroke and heart failure, especially in older adults. Seniors with a history of heart disease or high blood pressure are particularly vulnerable to these effects, even if they've never had rhythm issues before. Most experts now recommend no more than 500 milliliters to 1,000 milliliters of combined EPA and DHA per day from supplements, and that's only if your diet doesn't already include fish like salmon, mackerel, or sardines. These natural sources offer omega-3s in a more balanced form, along with proteins and nutrients that support the entire cardiovascular system safely. David, a 68-year-old from Arizona, used to take 2 fish oil capsules daily, adding up to 2,400 lower. He thought it would protect him from heart problems, but started experiencing heart palpitations and dizziness. His doctor traced it back to the supplements. After cutting back and switching to grilled salmon twice a week, his symptoms disappeared completely. The intention behind taking fish oil is good, but too much can disrupt the body's natural balance. Many seniors aren't told that omega-3s also thin the blood, which can interact poorly with medications. Add a high dose to the mix, and you've got a recipe for unexpected side effects that slowly erode your heart stability. Don't let a helpful nutrient turn into a silent threat. If you're taking fish oil, check the label and count your dietary sources too. A simple adjustment could restore your heart's rhythm, improve your energy, and reduce risks that many people never see coming until they're in the ER. Vitamin E is often marketed as an antioxidant powerhouse, promising protection against aging and heart disease. But when taken in synthetic form and high doses, it can do just the opposite, especially in older adults. Studies have linked excessive vitamin E to an increased risk of hemorrhagic stroke and heart failure in certain populations. Most over-the-counter vitamin E supplements use a synthetic version called DL-alpha tocopherol. While it mimics the natural compound, it doesn't behave the same in your body. In fact, synthetic E can interfere with blood clotting and reduce the effectiveness of other essential nutrients like vitamin K, which your heart and arteries depend on for proper function. What many seniors don't realize is that vitamin E is fat-soluble, meaning it builds up in the body over time. Taking more than 400 IU per day for extended periods has shown more harm than benefit in clinical trials. Natural sources, like almonds, sunflower seeds, and spinach, deliver safer, steady amounts that your body can use effectively. Gloria, a 70-year-old from Michigan, took a daily multivitamin plus an extra 1,000 IU of vitamin E, believing it would slow aging. But after months of feeling fatigued and noticing bruises on her arms, her doctor discovered her blood was thinning dangerously. Once she stopped the synthetic supplement, her energy returned and the bruising faded. The truth is, vitamin E isn't bad, but the form and dosage matter more than people think. Seniors should check if their supplement uses D-alpha, natural, or DL-alpha, synthetic, and stay within safe daily limits unless otherwise guided. It's one of those details that could quietly save your heart from long-term stress. Before adding vitamin E to your routine, ask your doctor for a quick review. It only takes a minute, but it might prevent months or years of subtle damage. Your heart isn't just about what you feel day to day. Sometimes the real harm is invisible until the moment it's too late. And what about you? Have you ever taken any of these supplements thinking they were helping your health? Let us know in the comments if you've used any of these and noticed something unusual. Your story might help someone else avoid a hidden risk. And don't worry, coming up next I'll show you safer options that really support your heart. Let's protect your heart the smart way, together. St. John's wort is a popular herbal supplement often used to ease symptoms of anxiety, sadness, and mild depression. While it may seem like a natural and gentle solution, it carries serious risks for seniors, especially when it comes to your heart. The danger isn't always in the herb itself, but in the way it interacts with your medications. This plant can interfere with dozens of prescription drugs, including those for blood pressure, cholesterol, and heart rhythm. It speeds up the way your liver processes medication, which means your body might remove heart meds too quickly, making them less effective without you even realizing it. That can quietly raise your risk of stroke or heart attack. Many older adults turn to herbal remedies to avoid side effects of pharmaceuticals. But in this case, St. John's wort can actually worsen the condition you're trying to manage. Cardiologists have seen patients lose control of their blood pressure or experience chest pain shortly after starting the herb, especially when mixed with beta blockers or statins. Take Harold, a 74-year-old from Georgia, who began taking St. John's wort for low mood during winter. Within weeks, his normally stable blood pressure spiked. After several ER visits and medication changes, his doctor traced the issue back to the supplement. Once he stopped using it, his blood pressure returned to safe levels. Natural doesn't always mean safe. Seniors must be extra careful with herbs that act like drugs, especially when already taking heart medications. The interactions often go unnoticed because symptoms don't appear immediately. They creep in slowly until something serious happens. If you're looking for mood support, talk to your doctor about safer alternatives. Sometimes a walk in the sun, a daily routine, or a medically reviewed supplement can lift your spirits without putting your heart in harm's way. What calms the mind should never endanger the body. Iron is essential for energy, focus, and oxygen transport. But for many seniors, iron supplements can silently damage the heart. While some people genuinely need extra iron, taking it without blood tests can lead to dangerous iron overload. And that's a condition that directly affects your heart's ability to function properly. Excess iron doesn't just sit in your system, it builds up in your organs, especially the liver and heart. Over time, this can cause stiffening of the heart muscle, irregular rhythms, and even heart failure. What's worse is that early symptoms, like fatigue and joint pain, are often mistaken for aging or arthritis, so the damage keeps building quietly. Many multivitamins include iron by default, even though most seniors don't need extra unless they have anemia. Women post-menopause and older men rarely lose enough iron to justify supplementation. But it's easy to assume that more iron means more energy, and that's a mistake that could overload your heart. Maria, a 67-year-old from California, began taking an iron pill every morning, hoping to fight her tiredness. A year later, she developed shortness of breath and an irregular heartbeat. Blood work revealed she had hemochromatosis, iron overload. Her cardiologist said the supplements had triggered it, even though she felt she was doing the right thing. Here's the key warning: never take iron unless a doctor has confirmed your levels are low. One simple blood test, called ferritin, can show if you really need it. Without that, you're gambling with your heart's long-term health, especially if you're already on heart or blood pressure meds. Don't let a well-meaning habit turn into a hidden threat. Always ask before adding iron to your routine. Your heart is too important to overload with something it never asked for. When it comes to iron, precision matters more than good intentions. CoQ10 is a nutrient naturally found in your body, often taken to boost energy and support heart health, especially for those on statins. And yes, it can be incredibly helpful. But what many seniors don't know is that timing, dosage, and form make all the difference. Used incorrectly, CoQ10 may do little or nothing at all. The most common mistake? Taking CoQ10 on an empty stomach. Because it's fat-soluble, it needs to be consumed with a meal that contains healthy fats to be absorbed. Without that, your body barely uses it, leading people to believe it doesn't work, when in fact, it was never properly activated. That means your heart cells don't get the energy support they need. Another issue is buying the wrong form. There are two types, ubiquinone and ubiquinol. The latter is more easily absorbed, especially for people over 60 whose digestive efficiency naturally decreases. Taking the cheaper, less absorbable form often results in little benefit, even if the dose is high. Eleanor, 73, from North Carolina, was taking CoQ10 for months to help with fatigue after starting statins. But she noticed no change, until her doctor told her to switch to ubiquinol and take it with lunch. Within 2 weeks, she felt a boost in stamina during her daily walks, and her brain fog began to lift. CoQ10 isn't harmful when taken wrong, but it can be a waste of time and money. And when people don't see results, they give up on something that could genuinely help their heart. That's the real risk here, missing out on support your body truly needs because of a simple mistake. To truly benefit from CoQ10, take 100 out of 200 milliliters of the ubiquinol form daily, always with a meal that contains fat. It's a small shift, but one that can bring real, lasting energy to your heart, your mind, and your daily life. When used correctly, this is a supplement that delivers. Your heart is at the center of everything you do, from the walks you take, to the laughs you share, to the quiet moments you treasure. And while supplements can offer support, they should never be taken blindly. The truth is, even natural options can cause real harm when misunderstood or misused. But here's the good news. With the right knowledge, you stay in control. You now know which supplements to avoid, how to use them wisely, and what silent dangers to watch for. Every small change you make today protects your future, giving your heart the strength and rhythm it needs to keep going strong. If this video helped you, please give it a like and share it with someone who also deserves clarity. Let us know in the comments what supplements you've taken and what you've learned. And don't forget to subscribe, because every day we bring you clear, caring advice to protect your health after 60.